In Bond 26, the world of espionage stands at a crossroads. The digital age has reshaped intelligence warfare, yet old-school agents like James Bond remain irreplaceable. The film opens in Istanbul, where a covert MI6 operation unravels. A mole has leaked the identities of British agents worldwide. Amid the chaos, a masked operative saves the day with precision, deadly skill, and calm under fire. The reveal comes moments later. This is the new James Bond, 007, a man reforged by war, secrets, and loyalty to Queen and country. The tone returns to the grounded realism of Casino Royale, but with the modern pace of Skyfall. Bond is introduced as both confident and haunted, balancing charm with scars from a past mission gone wrong. He is recruited directly by M for a mission that stretches beyond borders. To uncover who is orchestrating the intelligence leaks that threaten global stability. The title appears in bold silver letters as the Bond theme swells, ushering in a new era of 007. At MI6 headquarters, M briefs Bond and the new Q on Operation Nightfall, a classified mission to locate a rogue tech broker named Damien Voss, an ex-MI6 cyber analyst who vanished years ago. Voss now operates in the shadows, selling stolen data to the highest bidder. The twist? He has access to the Aegis Protocol, a satellite AI system capable of targeting anyone on Earth within seconds. Bond's mission is clear. Locate Voss, retrieve Aegis, and eliminate all traces before it's used against the British government. Moneypenny warns Bond that this mission isn't sanctioned by other intelligence agencies. MI6 must act alone. Q equips Bond with minimal gadgets, a stealth EMP watch, a modified Aston Martin DB-12, and a micro-drone disguised as a cufflink. Bond's first destination, Prague, where Voss is rumored to be selling encrypted codes to a Russian arms syndicate known as the Meridian Circle. Bond arrives in Prague under the alias Charles Duval, a European trade consultant. The city glows under moonlight, hosting a black market auction in an underground cathedral. Among the bidders is Alara Voss, Damien's estranged sister, a brilliant cryptographer working under duress for the syndicate. When the deal turns into a firefight, Bond uses wit and precision to navigate chaos, turning chandeliers into traps, using his EMP watch to disable enemy rifles, and escaping in a heart-pounding chase through narrow cobblestone alleys. The sequence ends with Bond leaping from a bridge into the icy Vltava River, pursued by drones. He survives, but the codes are gone, and he realizes Alara may hold the key to stopping her brother. As the chase fades, Bond contacts M. Target incomplete, but I've found a lead, and she's dangerous. Bond tracks Alara to Vienna, where she's attending a cybersecurity conference under MI6 surveillance. Their first encounter crackles with tension. She's intelligent, cynical, and immune to Bond's charm. She accuses MI6 of creating Damien's downfall, revealing that he was framed for a failed operation called Black Finch, which cost dozens of lives. Bond begins to doubt his briefing. Are they hunting a traitor or a scapegoat? Meanwhile, M faces political pressure from the British Prime Minister to shut the mission down, fearing exposure. Bond and Alara reluctantly team up after assassins strike the hotel, leading to a brutal hallway fight scene filmed in one take. She decrypts fragments of data showing Aegis is no longer under Voss' control. Someone else has taken over. Their next lead points to Zurich, where global banking elites fund Meridian Circle's secret war for control of AI intelligence. The Zurich sequence is sleek and sophisticated. Bond infiltrates a high-security gala, disguised as a billionaire investor. In a nod to classic Bond elegance, he dons a tailored tuxedo and mingles with power brokers while Q remotely hacks into the building S servers. Inside, Bond discovers the shocking truth. Damien Voss is alive and has embedded Aegis into the financial systems of multiple nations. He isn't seeking money. He's rewriting the balance of global power. The heist turns chaotic when Bond is exposed by Meridian mercenaries, triggering a high-octane fight on the glass roof of the skyscraper. He narrowly escapes with Alara and the Aegis core chip, but at great cost. Q's signal is compromised, and MI6 loses communication. As snow begins to fall, Bond looks out over the burning cityscape. For the first time, he's unsure if MI6 can be trusted. Back in London, M confronts Bond about his rogue behavior. Intelligence reveals that a mole inside MI6 is feeding Meridian Circle information. Bond accuses M of covering up Operation Blackfinch, implying MI6 sacrificed Voss to protect higher political interests. Their argument escalates until Bond is officially suspended. "You're not 007 anymore." Stripped of status and resources, Bond goes underground, relying only on Moneypenny and Q for covert support. In a powerful emotional scene, Bond visits the grave of former agents, acknowledging the weight of loyalty and loss. This mid-film act redefines his character. No longer a tool of the system, he's a man seeking truth. The tone echoes Skyfall's introspection, but remains taut and modern, mixing raw emotion with tactical espionage. Moneypenny helps Bond locate Meridian's headquarters, a fortress built in the Arctic, where Aegis's final upload is hours away. Disguised in stealth gear, Bond and Alara infiltrate Meridian's Arctic base under a blizzard. The sequence is cinematic and tense, mixing practical stunts with silent tension. Inside, they find rows of AI servers powered by stolen nuclear cores. Bond discovers that Damien Voss is being manipulated by Anton Kruger, a former MI6 intelligence chief presumed dead. Kruger intends to launch Aegis to gain total surveillance over every government. A dramatic confrontation follows. Brother versus sister, agent versus mentor. Damien reveals he never wanted destruction. He wanted to expose corruption. Bond convinces him to help stop the system before it's too late. As alarms blare and guards swarm, a breathtaking snowmobile chase erupts across collapsing ice fields, ending in an avalanche-triggered explosion. Bond barely escapes with the Aegis core, but Damien sacrifices himself, dying a hero. Bond returns to London to confront Kruger, now revealed as the mole within MI6. Kruger intends to activate Aegis from inside MI6's command center, framing Bond as the traitor. The climax unfolds during a tense standoff across the MI6 tower. Bond, wounded and outnumbered, uses his cunning to outmaneuver Kruger, leading to a brutal hand-to-hand battle amid collapsing servers. Q disables Aegis remotely, and Alara decrypts the kill code at the last second. Kruger falls to his death, uttering, "You can't kill the system, Bond." As the dust settles, M reinstates Bond as 007. "The world still needs James Bond," she says. The final note. Bond looks out over the Thames, quietly reholstering his gun, ready for whatever comes next. In the epilogue, Bond meets Alara at a quiet cafe in Paris. She has been offered asylum but declines, disappearing into the crowd, echoing the ghosts of Bond's past lovers. Q rebuilds the MI6 network under stricter protocols, while Moneypenny hands Bond a classified envelope labeled Operation Eden. The message inside hints at another global conspiracy involving biodigital warfare, a setup for Bond 27. The closing shot mirrors the classic Bond gun barrel, sleek, sharp, and symbolic. The tone is both nostalgic and modern, bridging Sean Connery's legacy with Daniel Craig's depth and paving the way for a fresh, intelligent 007. Bond 26 is designed as a spiritual successor to Casino Royale. Grounded realism, emotional storytelling, and razor-sharp espionage. The film explores the theme of loyalty versus truth. How far an agent will go when the system itself becomes corrupt. The action is practical, with real stunts, hand-to-hand combat, and minimal CGI. It celebrates Bond's human side. A professional who questions authority, adapts to modern threats, and redefines heroism in a morally gray world. The ending leaves room for sequels while offering closure to a self-contained story. Visually, it combines the neon-drenched elegance of Skyfall with the grit of Quantum of Solace. In tone, it's mature, cinematic, and deeply British, the perfect foundation for a new James Bond generation.